Hi everybody, this is Natasha Wilkinson, your independent Scentsy consultant from Mount Isa, Australia. So I had 2 Scentsy deliveries come today, and I knew one of them was my Scent of the Month kit, which I will be doing a different video later for that one. But for the life of me, I could not work out what this other Scentsy box was. And I was sitting there trying to work it out, trying to work out what I ordered, because I couldn't remember placing an order. My middle son, who is 12, decided he was just going to open the box and see what it is. He wasn't going to wait for Mum to work out where this Scentsy delivery came from. And my 3-year-old was all for his elder brother doing that. He wanted to delve in. I'm going to stick some photos of them basically opening my package on me, because they weren't going to wait for Mum to decide what's in this box. Anyway, it turned out to be my Scentsy Club. I had totally forgotten that my Scentsy Club had processed. So the reason being, this is my bi-monthly Scentsy Club we're about to go through, but the reason I forgot it processed and had delivered is because Scentsy have recently changed and given us the option with Scentsy Club to change our processing date. And I actually, after I got paid with Scentsy, changed my processing date to use my Scentsy Pay to pay for my Scentsy Club. Prior to that, with Scentsy Club, once you chose a processing date, you had to stick with that processing date, which was the whole reason why I opened up another club, so I could get my whiff box earlier, because my original processing date, by the time it processed and shipped to me, it was heading into the next month from the previous month Scentsy Club. So I'm finding it awesome that you can change the processing date. Saying that, I am still working on slowly combining my Scentsy Clubs into one Scentsy Club, but because I always like to take advantage of the always get my bar perk, I've got to wait till some bars come back before I can shift them into what will eventually be my main Scentsy Club. So this particular Scentsy Club we're about to go through is my bi-monthly club. And for those of you who do not know what Scentsy Club is, it is basically Scentsy's auto ship or subscription program, where you can choose to have your consumable products come to you on either a monthly, bi-monthly or quarterly frequency. You do get a 10% discount once your order hits $51 or over. If your order hits $101 or over, you get a 10% discount and a half price item. I always choose for the half price item my whiff box. So that was my half price item in this particular subscription. Again, the whiff box is something I like to do and unbox in a separate video. So stay tuned for another video to see what is in July's whiff box. So one of the perks of Scentsy Club is the always get my bar perk, which means once a scent is discontinued, if you have it in your Scentsy Club, you will continue to get that scent even after it's retired, provided you keep it in your Scentsy Club. And that's one of the main reasons I myself personally use my Scentsy Club for. I am a big fan of bakery and spice and all the deeper winter woodsy scents that we don't typically have a lot of catalogue year round. So when they come in limited time only items like a Christmas, our Halloween collection, or when they come back in, I bring back my bar, I add my favourites to club. So I have a good variety of my favourite category, which is bakery and spice, to choose from, particularly this time of year where it's cooler here in Australia and we're in our winter. So my bi-monthly Scentsy Club, this one that we're about to go through, is mainly bakery, spice, and all the wintery scents. I kind of classify this particular club as my craveable scents. When I'm talking about craveable scents, for me, a craveable scent, a scent that I will pop in my warmer, and when they've petered out and done and I need to change my scents out again, I would quite happily reach for that same scent again and put that same scent through the house again, even though I may have just warmed it. That's what I usually refer to as my craveable scents. So a lot of these have no plans of removing from my Scentsy Club. This particular club did originally, if you watch my last bi-monthly club of me unboxing this particular Scentsy Club, it did have swirling snowflakes and it did have vanilla mint in it. I took them out of my club. So I had a couple of swirling snowflakes left, I had a couple of vanilla mint left. So am I going to regret it? I don't know, because I do enjoy those scents, but I had other mint scents in my club, in some of my other clubs that haven't shipped yet, that I find I reach for more and that I enjoy more than swirling snowflakes and vanilla mint. Yes, I enjoyed them, but I felt like there were other mint scents that I reached for more, which is why I chose to, with my Scentsy Club edit, take those two particular scents out of my club. So let's delve into the rest of what I got, since you have now seen my half price item. I did pick up two 15-watt globes because I just had a customer take what was left of my 15-watt globes, so in the plain coloured, not in the coloured. So we can get globes in plain, we can get them in blue, we can get them in green, we can get them in purple, we can get them in orange, and we can get them in red. So I was completely out of my plain coloured 15-watt globes, so I did throw two packs of the 15-watt globes in this club. But again, that's something that won't stay in this club. That was just, I needed more globes, so rather than pay separate shipping for two globes, throw them in with my club that's processing. So let's talk about some scents, shall we? First one in this club is Jack's Obsession. I absolutely love this. This is a green apple cider, and I will warm Jack's Obsession 9 to 10 months of the year because it has that green apple in it. It's not too heavy. That green apple adds a little bit of a sharp, bright bite, and then you've got a little bit of warmth with that cinnamon, clove and spice. It is an absolutely fantastic scent. As I said, it's a green apple cider, but it's one I can warm it as the weather's transitioning to something warmer, or as it's transitioning to something cooler, because of that green apple, as opposed to a red apple cider, which is for me a lot more wintry and a lot more heavy. The next one that is in this club is Cozy Vanilla Pumpkin. This was a scent of the, no, was it a scent of the month? No, it wasn't. It was from the Halloween collection last year, I think. And this is a unique pumpkin scent. It's very like a fresh pumpkin pulp to my nose, but then there's this sweetness from the vanilla. I am really enjoying this particular scent actually in my bedroom as a scent to warm in the bedroom in winter. So I haven't really wanted to warm this particular scent in summer, but I am enjoying this scent as a winter scent in my bedroom. Cozy Vanilla Pumpkin. And we don't get many pumpkin scents here in Australia, so I do kind of tend to lap up the pumpkin scents when they come because I do enjoy my pumpkin scents. The next one was from our Christmas bricks last year, and one of the things with Scentsy Club is if there is a brick collection that is available, you can add that scent to Club and get it in bar size. So I still do have a full brick of this, but when I run out of the brick, I want the scent still to warm through winter or winter. And that is caramel chestnut. This is woodsy bakery combination that is sweet, but it's warm, it's slightly earthy, it's cozy, and it's toasty. Absolutely love it. Then we have from that same Christmas brick collection another one that I brought multiple bricks of, but I know I want to keep coming to me after I finish my bricks, and that is maraschino sugar cookie. This is just the most beautiful cherry sugar cookie scent ever. You get a very rich sugar cookie bakery note, but then you get that sweet maraschino cherry, and it's one of those cherry scents that does not smell medicinal to me. I am very picky with my cherry scents. Sometimes cherry scents can come across quite medicinal to my nose. This one doesn't. It's pure bakery bliss. Absolutely love it. I also love to warm this at Christmas time. It's a really nice Christmas bakery scent. Following along the same lines of Christmas bakery scents, I do believe this was from the Halloween collection last year, and that is maple rum cake. To me, this smells like a spiced fruit cake or a spiced fruit pudding that you would eat on Christmas morning. I warm this like crazy through winter, but I'm also hoping to have some to warm on Christmas morning as well, because this is another scent that I would quite happily put in my Christmas collection for Christmas warming in the kitchen. That's provided I don't keep going through my current collection I have for winter. I used up my last one a few weeks ago, so I'm quite happy to have another maple rum cake come into my collection. So the next one is maple vanilla glaze. So this just smells like a maple glaze to me. I like this, but I don't know whether this is going to stay. Out of all of them, I don't know if this one would stay in my club full time. I am starting to build up a little bit of a collection with this one, but I did put it in my club because I didn't put cinnamon vanilla maple in my club, which was from the previous year. And the reason I didn't put it in my club was when it came as a Christmas collection, I warmed it, but I warmed it at the wrong time of the year. I'm very seasonal with my melting, and I didn't feel like I loved it. And then I went back and warmed a couple of the bars I brought from that scent in winter and fell in love, and then was kicking myself that I hadn't popped it in my club. So I thought this was a good, I guess, substitute for maple cinnamon vanilla, but it's a lot more sugary, gooey sweet because it doesn't have the spices to add that bit of warmth depth. So again, I haven't warmed it enough to decide whether I love this particular scent enough to keep it in my club, but I still do enjoy it. So this one is probably the only one this was probably one of the ones that if I had to make cuts might be on the chopping block. The next one, never leaving my club. First it came to us in Australia, well obviously was around because it's a bring back my bar that's in my club, but for me I first experienced it in cleaning and fell in love, and that is cider milk. So this is pumpkins, apple and spice, and it's just a beautiful, warm, cider scent. Absolutely love this. I warm this like crazy through winter. So this one will never be leaving my club. Another one that will never be leaving my club that I warm like crazy through winter, and that is Halloween Town. So this is from the other scent from the Nightmare Before Christmas collection. And to me, like, this is a woodsy scent, but then it's got some deep, dark cranberries and other fruity note in it. But to me, when I smell this, to me it smells like you've walked into a winery and you've gone to a really good bottle of red wine. You can smell the oak and the wood coming off the cork of the wine or the barrels of the wine, and then you can smell that deep, rich, earthy red wine. Absolutely fantastic. I warm this one all winter round. The next one, so again, this one, if I had to make room for something I love more, may at one stage be on the chopping block, but I am enjoying it for what it is now, and that is Perfect Oatmeal. So this was another Bring Back My Bar, and I was expecting it to be a porridge oatmeal scent similar to Crumb Top, but this one has a raisin note in it. So when I'm warming it, because of that raisin note, I get more of a toasted muesli bar because of that fruit note in it. So it comes across very muesli bar to my nose when I actually warm Perfect Oatmeal. And this is one of those bakery scents I enjoy, but I have to be in the mood to warm. The next one was a one-time wonder in our catalogue here in Australia for one season only. They did not bring it back, and I was quite upset they did not bring it back, but I had the foresight to put it in my club, which means I can still get it because it is a scent that I warm all year round. It doesn't last particularly long in the warmers. I probably get about 6 hours before it fades out and dies, but when I'm warming it, I make sure I'm doing something in the kitchen during that time where I can really enjoy it. And that is Clementine Cupcake. It is a rich, thick cupcake with that clementine added that just gives that little bit of brightness. This is a bakery scent that I will warm all year round. I will warm it in winter, but then that brightness from the clementine makes it something that I can still enjoy in summer as well. The next one is Salted Caramel Toffee. So this was from our Christmas Scents of the Season last year, and we did originally have it as a Home for the Holidays collection a few years back too. So this is chewy, ooey, gooey caramel at its finest. A very chewy caramel. It's very rich, it's very decadent, it's very clean. Again, another one of those scents that I enjoy, but I have to be in the mood when I'm warming this. It also makes a fantastic mixer. Speaking of another fantastic mixer, sugar cookie. So this was a Bring Back My Bar when I added it in my club, but it was originally in the catalogue when I first joined, and I just kind of let it fade out of the catalogue when it discontinued, never tried it, and tried it for the first time when it became a Bring Back My Bar. It's just a basic vanilla sugar cookie. I tend to use this a lot as a mixer and blender. I do enjoy it on its own, but it is the perfect blender when you're trying to create other bakeries, particularly if you're adding fruit notes or just want to tone something down that you might want to add a little bit of bakery just to tone it down too. So that is sugar cookie. And then we have Gimme Candy. So this was a scent of the month. And this smells to me, again, very caramelly, but it's more like a butter menthol Werther's original, as opposed to solid caramel toffee, which is very thick and we good cleanly. This has got a little bit more of a, I guess, sweetness about it, and it's not as heavy, but it's still a really good caramel and a really good mixer. And then the last one that we have in here is Hug in a Mug. So this is for all the chocolate lovers out there. It smells like a hot chocolate on a warm day. And looking at these bars, I'm kind of thinking I want to try and create a cherry ripe smell. So I'm kind of thinking I'm going to try a mixture in the week of Hug in the Mug and maraschino sugar cookie and see if I can recreate something similar to cherry ripe, because we don't have a scent like that in our catalogue, and I think that would be a fantastic scent mixing these two. I haven't tried that yet, so I'd be interested to see what Hug in a Mug smells like with maraschino sugar cookie, or whether it will recreate that cherry ripe smell. I might have to find something that has coconut as well though, because cherry ripe's chocolate, coconut and cherries. So I might have to find, maybe grab my crazy coconut, which is a coconut smell. I'll start off with these two and maybe add a little bit of coconut, just to experiment. So that was my Scentsy Club. I hope you enjoyed my Scentsy Club haul. Until next time, stay safe and bye for now.